2 into ace. Alrighty, guys, we're back again. I know I said I was gonna upload a Whitebeard video. However, life happens, guys. I had finals this week. This week was also my last day of work. I don't know if I've mentioned it in another video, but I'm actually in my physical therapy assistant program. So with that said, I had to quit work. I had to finish up this last semester. It was just a lot of studying, a lot of work to get through. But I started in January, so yay me. uh, and if that wasn't crazy enough, I have a locals later at 1 o'clock, and today's my birthday. So I'm gonna be going out tonight, having a good time. But I did want to get this out. I said I was gonna do it this week. I'm gonna deliver. We're gonna talk about the evolution of my Whitebeard deck. All right. So I started with a generic Whitebeard list. I saw someone top with this. I really don't know how he did it, but I did like some of the cards. Some cards really do make sense in the deck. I do love Marco. I just don't think this is the right metagame for him. Ace is a beast. Oh god, Rakuyo. I love the card, but at the same time, again, I think it's just too slow. If he hit your leader, I would say this card's pretty busted. Like if your Whitebeard leader on top of your Whitebeard Pirates got the 1k buff and Whitebeard was swinging 7k every turn, then we'd be talking about what I'm going to show you next. Hint, hint. So we ran choppers and stuff like that, some defensive events. Moby Dick, another card I really like. Just because you're going to get to that point in the game where like your life is low, you have a couple dudes on board, and ideally, 6k is a lot, and then 7k with a Don is the magic number, guys. So then having this extra buff with Moby Dick towards the end of the game to finally wrap it up, I really liked. I did. I just don't, like I said, I don't think this is the right time for it. We had the Whitebeard Search. We were running some 2k counter. It's just, again, this is probably not where we wanted to be. It's really cool on paper. In practice, not so much. And then that's where I found Jankbeard. This looks awful, right, guys? This looks like, how the fuck are you getting any sort of top finish with this deck? Well, let me tell you guys, it did. This actually got second place at the Thailand event at one of their preliminaries, and I believe it was over 400 players. I believe. I could be wrong. So big turnout and a big finish for a leader that up until this point was swept under the rug, written off as garbage. And I was happily surprised. I tried this the other night. I know a lot of people haven't checked it out yet, but this works. It's almost reminiscent of what Zoros are doing now, like the good Zoros who are running the vanilla 4Ks, where these 4K vanillas, or 4K, 4 cost 6K vanillas on top of our Onigashima. I call her Boobigashima. You know why. You know why, YouTube. Because the games where I have her and then I curve into any of these guys is just so amazing. And then being able to make Whitebeard 7k every turn for no cost after the initial one is so good. And you're going to say, well, didn't you make an argument saying that she sucks because she's dead after turn 1? It's a little different when your leader is 6k. So if your opponent's only swinging for 7 or 6, all right, let me say that. Only swinging for 6, to try and deal damage to us, that's an easy 1k counter out. The math is just different, and that's why it's a little better. And the cost isn't so bad later in the game, on top of just, like I said, allowing all of our 6k beaters to attack for 7. I just played a Kaido game off cam, just to test it out again. And I I killed him. 7K constantly drained him of resources. By the time I swung for my last attack with Luffy, it was GG. Um, so I took this. I tried to, throw my own little spin on it because I thought it was a little too janky. And one of my friends, who's an amazing red player, suggested this to me. He was running the one drop package. And Daran, I actually do like a lot. I don't know if I would run it in this number, but I do like it. Um, so this is where we ended up the other night when I was posting. I think I cracked the meta, boys, because this isn't bad into Zoro. The deck that's constantly killing itself is not bad against the S tier aggro deck. Why? Because we're just bigger and we're just as aggressive. And by the time they know it, they're out of resources. Because again, 7K a turn drains the hand. And we're playing very defense. Very defensive. Like, we're running 8K, 8K, 8 defensive events. And again, why do I get to get away with it in a deck like this? Because, one, I'm recycling my resources, and two, my cards are just naturally big. Like, I don't have to do too much or invest too much, which is why I dropped it, WhiteBeard down to 2 in this list. So this is where we ended up with. And I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. But I have one step further to go, and we're going to talk about that in a second. All right, and this is it. Oyaji. Oyaji is home, boys. So this isn't my list. There's a Japanese YouTuber who, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the one who won the first Japanese preliminary that was streamed with Zoro and showcased that amazing Zoro deck. So he actually has his own version of WhiteBeard. I changed the numbers around a little bit. He was full on the forecasts. I changed things up. He did introduce Kaishin, right? Or Seaquake, sorry. And I like this. One of the issues I was having when I was playing the deck initially was the chump blockers just ruined my day. Like, I wanted Robin every time, but if I didn't have Robin, or Robin died earlier, then I had no way to clear the chumps out of the way. And having these Seaquakes looks like where we want to be. He was playing a much more aggressive version with less of the 2K counter. I kind of still want it. One, because Brook is searchable. This can be any Straw Hat 2K, by the way. It doesn't matter. But Brook is searchable, so I opted to have that. He did add in the WhiteBeards like I did, but he's running the full 4. So I'm trying that out for today's stream. For today's video, so we're going to try this list out and see how we go. I'm going to try and jam as many games as I can. I'm going to try and make this not too long. I know our deck tech is already going pretty long, but, without further ado, here we go, boys. Where do I swing into Robin? I don't really want to ignore it. I want to keep pressuring, so we'll kill this so I can play Chopper later and then sit behind a lot of guard. Attack in. Pass. Dadan. Like I said, this matchup would look like bad on paper, but I actually don't think we're that bad. That Otama kind of sucks, though. He could, multiple Otama and clear here. Depending on what he has. I mean, he has a lot of cards right now. One into lead, 2 ace. I'll counter. Like I said, I'm expecting Otama and then Don in, or that. That's interesting. Nothing else can attack, so my go. Let's go like this. Let's attack first, 7. I'm gonna have to make him burn these now. Attack 7. So I'm expecting 2 counters now. Attack 7. So yeah, I'm putting him to 1 life and burning. I burned a lot of 2k counter. So we'll stick a chopper. And oh, that's a way to win. So I have plenty of chunkiness in my hand. He plays his own WhiteBeard. Can just attack my life here. If he tries to go into the board, it's whatever. Attacks Asu. We'll burn Brook. Nothing else matters. If he tries to swing Zoro, I will block most likely. I want to stick as many of my beaters on board. He can give -3, yeah? That's 1 card out of his hand that I know doesn't have counter now. I will block. Okay. Swing 9. And then put the rest on ace. There it is, boys. I told you. Okay, we have game number 2 is going to be into Kaido. We're going second, so I can go 1, 2. I'm going to try it. It lets me be soft to king, but we'll see. Most OPO2, if he is OPO2, don't run as many 6 cost king, so it might be worth. 7 cost king and Kaido. 7 cost king and Kaido actually stopped running as many, just because. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. So Kaido stopped running as many 6 cost king for 7 cost king because of the ridiculous Zoro meta that we're in. We will take. I'll take chopper. And pass. Ideally, having our Bubigashima would have been really nice. Just to swing 7 and start putting that pressure on early while curving out. But I like our hand as is. Counter step. I'll let 1 know. That's fine. I'm not as worried. Ironically enough, we kind of invalidate the whole Kaido life strategy anyway. So it's not a biggie. We'll attack 6. He takes it, which is good for me, and then stick a beater. It always sucks when you're on the draw and you draw multiple WhiteBeard because you know you're not going to be able to play them for an extra turn. It's kind of annoying. Discards Hell's Judgment. Must have a bunch. Jesus, bro. Must have a bunch in hand. It's the only way that makes sense. So let's do this. I'm just going to get her going now. We'll attack 7. So even though he could like technically block 2k counter, I don't care. That's not the point of what I'm doing here. Oh, cancel. There we go. Burning 2 cards a turn, or 4 cards a turn if this gets to stay around, is where we want to be. So, next turn he goes 6. Oh, I just realized he doesn't have Onigashima. That was an interesting play by opponent. So we'll stick another fatty. Purple, by the way, super underrated in OPO2. This defensive shell is really effective against Zoro. I don't know how it is into the other matchups, but I'm a huge fan of this. I actually think it's a lot closer. Like, as the meta has, like, developed, we are noticing, like, what's actually good against Zoro, and Purple, I think, is really up there. I like our Whitebeard list. It's not for the faint of heart, I will say that. If you're afraid of taking damage, or you're afraid to, like, play with no life, then this is probably not for you. If that's going to affect you, like, your mental, this is not the deck for you at all. You have to be able to, like, stay level-headed and, like, play out your games effectively. Oh boy, go away. And this is what I mean. Why it's pretty good right now is him investing 2 Dawn might mess up his other plays if he wanted to go for the AK here. So now I just get to do stuff like that, and it doesn't matter. Like, next turn, he goes, what, 8? Okay. I would like to stop drawing any more Whitebeards for the rest of the game. Thank you. I could go ace. Go ace. Just keep the pressure going. Hold one up. I want to save these choppers for maybe the 10 cost, but I don't know if that's right. We'll just deploy and go like that. I'm gonna elect to kill here or go for it. He would need Hell's Judgment plus counters, and I'm going wide here, so Hell's Judgment may stop 2 things, but it's not gonna stop everything. I have 4 live attacks right now. I don't know if he's thinking of doing it now. I think you just let it go, dude. It's blocking for you. I don't know why we're overvaluing the queen here. Okay. In that case, now I'm just gonna say screw it. Attach arrested, attack 7 here. Now he blows the Hell's Judgment, stops this, makes one of these, probably this, actually, doesn't. Okay. Let's swing 7. I'm expecting the Judgment now. Problem is it'll set him back another Dawn, so he hits, yeah, 7 next turn instead of 8. That's fine. And now I'll swing queen again. And I burn a counter. Nice. Okay. So all we do now is set up chopper, get rid of this Nami, and pass. Opponent burned 1 2K, a Hell's Judge, 2 Hell's Judgment. so that's good for me. 6 cards, 3 life. But yeah, like I was saying, like if you're not able to keep yourself level, don't try this. Like this is not the worst for me. I still have shields up. Next turn he only goes to 9 unless he takes the turn off to play Onigashima. Which again is just fine for me. So yeah. See what happens here. I'm hoping he plays a little faster. I kind of want to get one more game in to show you guys. This definitely changed my opinion on WhiteBeard. I'm so happy with this list. And I'm a firm believer that he might be B and or even A, honestly, guys. B or even A, because I have won games against Kinemon. I just beat Zoro for you guys, and what else do I even consider to be good? I've beaten Black, Smoker. I've beaten Zephyr. I mean, that doesn't really count. I don't think Zephyr's good anyway. Ivankov. I've beaten Ivankov with this deck. I played a lot off stream. I like really wanted to like fine tune this for you guys. 6. Counter like that. Oh, blocker spam. Love it. If I drew Kaishin here, ugh. Holding another Hell's Judgment, possibly. So they actually, in OPO2, you do a reverse of what you saw in OPO1, and you run less Blast Breath and more Hell's Judgment, just because of how good it is. Draw? I don't have that option on. Why did I do that? Anyway. Because he's not going that tall next turn, I'm gonna go like this. I'm just gonna go life. I'm gonna go life. So I'm losing my last life next turn, right? He's going up to... He has 7. He goes up to 9. Can drop 10 cost Kaido, pop a blocker. I think we just go like this. Swing this way. I forgot to plop. See, sequencing, guys, sequencing. I still do it. I should have used my extra Don to pop this. And maybe attach the extra Don to make him blow 2 cards there. Oh, he lets it go anyway. The Kaishin anyway. It was wrong sequencing. That was bad on my part. Then we just go replace Nami. I don't need you anymore. And pass. So like I said, he goes to 9. I have nothing to worry about for my full board. He would have to 7-drop King to clear both blockers. And then I have Radical Beam to stop the next attack. No life, but in the driver's seat. Here we go, baby. When you're playing Kaido, even in OPO1, that actually probably is a little more important in OPO1. What you want to be... there you go. GG. What you want to be doing is paying attention to their Don more than anything and just realizing what their plays are, because they're very telegraphed. I mean, it doesn't matter sometimes. Kaido's like going to slam the big boy, you're going to have to deal with it. But knowing when to overcommit, like I did, and when to, you know, play a little less. All right, I'm gonna try and get one more for you. All right, final game is gonna be against Smoker, possibly. All right, cool, cool. We have Seaquake, which is good into their blockers. Wait, he's going second. I'm going first. So I can go 1, 2. I'll try it. I'll try playing this a little aggressively. This might have been a misplay. I should have maybe waited. I turn on a lot of his like smoker abilities, removal cards, stuff like that. So let's just swing. He's probably just gonna impact wave, maybe. A lot of the black players like to just pass 2 open, wait for the attack. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do, so he's probably weighing, like, do I throw it now or do I wait? And he just counters out. Cool, cool. Now I'm going to throw out Zoro. Most likely he doesn't now. Or counters. One or the other. Alright, like I said. So we're going to keep this curve train going. I wish I had this Nami instead of the chopper on Fort. He could drop, what's his face? Kizaru. Goes all in. Okay, my guy. You got it. Takes the turn off to clear. So in that case, I too will take a turn off here. I'll put 2 here. Swing for 9, take the life, and pass. I'll pretend I have like a, what's it called? Red Hawk. Man, took me a while to get to this game, by the way. I really, really wish they would just separate servers. I mean, I get it. A lot of people are excited to play OPO1. People are practicing. It's really fun. I would okay if you trade a card for my 1-drop. And see, this is a big misplay that smokers make. They get so happy doing stuff like that, but like, come on, dude. Yeah, we're just gonna Luffy here. We'll go 1 into Luffy, attack 7. Okay, since we're kind of playing the roulette here, I'm gonna swing 6 in case I draw guard point or radical beam off life. I still take the life, which is good for me. What trigger could you have that you have to think about that one? This might be the most awkward game for Bubikishima just because of Smoker's innate ability. And then turning on 0 cost effects and stuff like that. Or just giving him a way to swing 6 naturally. Not naturally. But swing over 6. So now he's weighing the cost of like how much he needs to invest to try and clear here. Me leaving Wendon up kind of like is probably making him a little uncomfortable, which is always nice. So we're gonna go 1 and 2. Still threatening a big counter with for 1. Swing 7, and that's an easy 2K. This is a little annoying. I always hate drawing multiple. Now, I'm trying to think if I want to go 9 Dawn, if I want to go Whitebeard and just stick my fatty and then keep myself at 2, I only have to counter out of 1 attack here. He has no rush effect. He could kill my Whitebeard though, depending on like what his events are. I think we just stick Yeah, we stick the Whitebeard. We tack for 1 billion. We hold up Luffy and hope I survive. Because my cards are kind of duty right now. So I might play with the new gate numbers, just so I don't see so many. Because this is again another game where I'm drawing too many of them. Like I want to see one. I like the card. I think the card is still amazing. Just I don't know. So yeah, guys. I'm hoping you guys are gonna like these like double upload type situations where I'll do like maybe. Oh, so he is running it. Like I said, of like one OPO1 game, one OPO2 game. I do want to like branch out so people like more stuff. And like if you only want to play like next meta, you know, I don't want to be like too restrictive. Also, it's kind of fun for me too, because like I said, I've been playing for a long time already for OPO1 metagame. So OPO2 is just fun to play. And lucky enough for me, I can stop that one. So we're gonna clear this. 9. I go 2 here, I leave 7, so each one can go swing for 8. So let's swing like this. That's like 2k out. Swing 8. Alright guys, so a big thing about Smoker, they run like I think 12 of these to help them defensively because a lot of their big cards have no counter stat. The 10 drop, Aokiji, the Sakazuki, and the other one. Both versions of Aokiji, Sakazuki, Kizaru has one. But there's quite a few cards. Smoker, they run the Smoker card as well, doesn't have counter stat. So I might be betting it all here. I'm gonna lose 1 life no matter what. There's 5 cards in hand. I think I just go for it because I'm not gonna be able to stop 3 of attacks with this hand. So let's YOLO and go. If he has it, he has it. And he doesn't. So there you go, guys. That's my Whitebeard deck. I'll put it up on the screen one more time for you guys. I'm a huge fan of this deck. It's definitely a sleeper pick. You can keep messing with these numbers, but I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. Like these cards are so good. Like these rush package is so good. I'm warming up to the Zoro. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that great into other decks. This is definitely a really strong answer to Zoro, in my opinion. Maybe adding the 4th Seaquake might be good. Who knows? It really depends on like what you're expecting. And again, we're not even there yet, so it's hard to say like how we would play. We're just messing around on the simulator. But don't sleep on Oyeji, boys. I'm changing my opinion every day about this deck, so I'm expecting like a nice B tier placing instead of C, and maybe even A, because this is definitely a really new take on it, and I'm having so much fun. So with that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next upload tomorrow. I have nothing better to do, so. All right, guys.